Hey y'all, it's K Divine. This is gonna be a quick message because I'm exhausted. I actually just got off work. Next week I won't have to do this. But apparently they're not cutting my week short. They're just switching some things around, and I guess I'm being pushed to my new store a little early, or where I'm gonna be stationed at a little early. So, I'm trying to just, you know, get through this. But um, I don't know who this message is for. But you are very likable, okay? Um, in one of my previous messages, I think I may have posted it, may have not. I'm not sure. Sorry, I pre-record a lot and I just kind of post as I go. Um, I talked about how you are a jack of all trades and a master of none, but and I think that's one of your superpowers. But it also, like, people really just like the way that you're able to connect with just about anyone. Like, a lot of people may not know how to approach you. This is why a lot of y'all don't get approached by people. This is why sometimes it feels like nobody really likes you. But that's just not true. People do like you. It's just unfortunate because, like, for a lot of y'all over time, especially, before you were awakened, before you were aware of, people's hidden motives and agendas, like, people liked you because of the things that they could benefit from. And that's why some of them, like, right now, like, there are people right now who are punching the air because they fumbled you, because they are now realizing how great of a person that you were, and they realize that they should have treated you better, because you really are a gem, and you really are likable. Like, you guys have great personalities. And I think maybe a lot of you are probably the popular loner. Like, a lot of people know you, but you don't really mess with people like that. If you have friends at all right now, you only have a few close friends, and everybody else is like an associate or an acquaintance. There are some people who think that y'all are besties, and you're like, nah, no, no, nah, twin, we ain't locked in like that. And some people really some people want to get close to you, but they don't know how to approach you, because you just require a little bit more. You require more honesty. You require more depth. Especially for my deep thinkers, whoever is watching, like, if you're a deep thinker, there are a lot of people who really like you because you see things that other people don't see. You notice things a lot quicker than other people notice, and people know that that's an asset. Like, they want to understand, like, how does that person, like, how does the collective know that? How did the collective figure that out? Like, I just at work today told one of my coworkers that I've kind of befriended since I've been there, that I was autistic, and I knew he wasn't gonna, like, I knew he was gonna be shocked and that he wasn't really gonna believe me. But I wanted to tell him because, he was like, I learn something new about you every day. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, you're kind of mysterious. You don't give all of yourself at once. At least not anymore. Not anymore. Um, I, for one, can personally say that I no longer, especially at jobs, I no longer give all of me there. You got to keep some to yourself. You have to keep some to yourself. Okay? And you can't tell everybody. And I mean, me telling him that I'm autistic, like, if I publicly talk about it, so it's like, it's not a big deal to me, but it's just not something I don't feel the need to come out and tell everybody, because it's like, it doesn't benefit me per se. Like, it doesn't necessarily benefit me to have to do all of that. However, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm open to it if someone asks. Like, I tried to explain it to him, and I was like, it's kind of funny to me. I told him, I was just straight up. I was like, I was late in life diagnosed. I'm like, so, a lot of my autistic traits were beat out of me. I was ridiculed for them, so I masked a lot of people, and if you come across my channel and you are a late in life diagnosed autistic, or you are suspect that you're autistic, we had to learn how to mask really early on. Okay. A lot of our artistic traits were deemed as us being weird and things like that, but none of us ever really truly fit in, and you still never will. That's just what it is. You're just never going to fully fit in, and that's okay. That is totally fine. Everyone's not going to like you. You're not for everyone, and that's fine. But you are very likable. I know that the people who watch my channel, like, I know a lot of y'all are hard workers. Like, y'all, whenever you're on that job, whatever it is that you do, to make your money, y'all get the job done. And a lot of people notice that, and they really do like that about you because you're reliable. They love that about you. And I know this sometimes hard, especially when you've been through a lot. I know it's hard to believe that people really like you, especially when people don't really tell you. Because it's like you don't got people all up on you all the time, and you feel like, okay, well, maybe they don't like me. There are people who really do like you, but I'll say this. There are positives and negatives to social media, but one of the negatives I think that social media has brought upon us is that people don't know how to communicate anymore. People don't know how to talk to one another. People don't know how to dig deeper. They pay more attention to their phones and, trends and things of that nature. So there's not a lot of connection, and you require connection. One of the things that I definitely try to hit home for people is attention is not connection. Just because someone is giving you attention doesn't mean that you guys are connecting. This is how you end up being disappointed when you confuse the two. And a lot of people are starting to notice that about you. Like, they know that they got to come harder when it comes to you. Like, people are realizing that surface level stuff that you used to do, or the surface level stuff that they do with other people, doesn't work for you. You're not interested in having surface level conversations all day every day with people. You can do a little small talk here and there, but you're just not with that. You'd rather have a real conversation, and some people can't do that, and they want to talk to you, but they don't know what to talk to you about. So they just kind of avoid you and stay away from you because they're like, I don't know how to talk to this person. I don't know how to approach them. So I just want y'all to know, you are very likable. You are someone very special. Okay. And people see that about you. And a lot of people always knew you were special. You just probably had a rough time getting your shit together. I think especially for those of us who didn't have a lot of love in the home, we didn't feel accepted in our families, the black sheep of the family. I think that being the black sheep definitely makes you feel so isolated, and you're just looking for validation wherever you go. You want someone to clap for you and say good job, and it's you end up doing stuff that, moving out of your path and what your calling is, trying to appease the people who don't even really support you. And that ultimately just brings a lot of depression and anxiety and sadness. And it's some of y'all wondered why, or some of you may be wondering if you come across this video, why you've been feeling depressed and sad, and, oh, I just want my mom, I want my dad, I want my cousins, my brother, my sister, I want my family, I want my coworkers, I want them to support me and love me. If they don't support you now, don't fight for people's support, because you will never be enough for them. If you're not enough just for being who you are, you'll never be enough for them. Okay. And when you do make it, because you will, when you do make it, whatever the Most High has called you to do, when you make it, those people are going to try to come back around and say that they always believed in you. But the truth of the matter is that they didn't, and they only want to benefit from you. You need to know the difference. Sorry. My feet hurt, y'all. I'm getting old, and my feet have, standing on my feet is not helping, but also just, like I said, I got flat feet. I'm getting older. Not doing so hot over here, but I'll get that looked at. But You are very likable. There are some people who really just don't. I mean, this is why some of y'all have enemies now, because you are so likable. This is why people lie on your name and tell people negative things about you, because they don't want people to like you, because you are that, you that one. You that girl, you that boy, okay? Whoever you are that person. Like, you're such a chameleon. Like, you really can go wherever, and you can figure it out. That's why I said you're a jack of all trades and a master of none. Like, you literally can blend in anywhere. And that's a rare trait. Everybody can't do that. That's why it's so crazy to me how, like, even though this isn't my first restaurant, this is my first kind of like more hands-on cooking a little bit since college. It's been 10, 11 years. Oh, that sounds like a long time ago. Dang. Like, since I've had to do stuff like this. And when I first got there, I was just like, oh, so all you got to do is XYZ? And I just had a lady tonight, like, her order got messed up. I wasn't working on it, because if it was me, I would have did it right. But something happened. Maybe she got the wrong order or something, but she came back twice. And I didn't help her the first time, but I helped her the second time. And she was missing like chicken or something from her dish. And I'm exhausted as is. I've been at work since I worked almost 13 hours a day. And I just was trying to get stuff out of the way. I was just like, okay, they are kind of dispersed trying to get their stuff together too. But I'm like, I'm trying to get out of here, but I'm like, but I can't let these orders sit here. So let me get these orders out. And, I dropped some chicken for her. I was making one order. She was just like, how do you do so much at one time? And I didn't even, and it's like one of those things where it's like, I haven't even been doing this job this long, or that long, but it literally kind of feels like second nature. It's like, I kind of, even on my first day when they were showing me stuff, I just kind of came in, I was like, okay. And like the person I was telling y'all about earlier, who I kind of befriended, who I was chilling with today, he even said, like, the first thing he said to me was like, he was like, is this your first, like, I'm not gonna say the company's name, but is this your first, is this your first one here? And I was just like, yeah, it is. I was like, but this isn't my first kitchen. Like, I was like, he was like, well, you seem comfortable. And I was like, this is easy. Like, I do this shit at home. Like, I was like, the hardest part about a job is just being the new person and learning what the procedures are and learning all their terminology and their lingo and all of that. I was like, but as far as getting the stuff done, that I can do. And that is exactly how a lot of you guys are too. It's not about the actual job itself. It's just getting to know the little details of it. But once you got it down, which is not going to take you long, you got it. This is why people like you. Because this doesn't even have to apply to jobs. It can apply to anything, hobbies, anything. And people are like, dang, how'd you figure that out? How did you get so good so quick? You guys are very likable. You're very lovable. And you deserve to have good people in your lives who support you fully, who love you fully. You don't have to fight for love. If you feel like you're fighting for attention and love from people, then those people are not for you. And I don't care. Like, I know a lot of people nowadays be trying to tell people like, oh, well, you only get one family, you only have one mom, one dad. I do not care about any of that. Someone who does not love you unconditionally does not care about you, because you love them unconditionally. You have forgiven people for things that they have not even apologized for. Yet they expect full loyalty from you with zero apologies. And you're just sitting over here just trying to figure out how to be perfect for people who don't actually care about you. So I say all that to say, like, don't stick around people. I don't care who it is. Sometimes you do gotta leave your mama alone. She's toxic. She's mentally ill. She's a narcissist. Whatever. She got her own trauma that she didn't deal with. And instead of her loving you, she decided to abuse you. You got to leave her alone. Same thing goes for your daddy, your grandma, your sister, your brother. I don't care who it is. Sometimes you got to leave them folks alone and go your own path. It's hard, especially when you need help and you don't have nobody to call on. But at the end of the day, you going to be all right. Okay. You gonna be all right. You gonna create a new family for yourself. The right people are going to come into your life at the right time. Okay? The right people will come into your life at the right time. You don't have to fight people to be loved. You don't have to change yourself and break yourself and try to be something else just so that somebody will say that they love you. That's not real love. And you deserve real love. And if no one has told you today, I love you. I love you more than anything in this world because y'all deserve real love. And I'm here to support you. So it's your girl K Divine. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later.